Nobody else has been faced with these curses. So the condition of our neighborhood. How you doing, sister? You doing all right? You doing okay? Your stomach is hurting? Okay. You're having ailments with your body, right? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 61. Watch this, sis. Because what we're trying to teach, sister, you doing all right over there eating a bag of chips? You doing okay? What we're showing is that the Bible proves who the children of the book are, who the true Jews are. Do you consider yourself a Jew or a Christian? Neither one? You a Jew? All praises. You know you a Jew. Okay, all praises, sis. Say it again. All praises. Now, hey, here's a funny thing. Let me show you something. Read Romans 11 and 1. Watch this. Because was everybody in Rome a so-called Caucasian? Was everybody in Rome a so-called Caucasian? No? Matter of fact, Acts chapter 18, verse 2. Not everybody in Rome was a Caucasian, right? And you said you're a Jew, right? All right, watch this. Read that.
Acts chapter 18, verse 2. And found a certain Jew.
Start at 1.
Verse 1. After these things, Paul departed from Athens.
So it said, after these things, Paul departed from Athens, which is in Greece. But remember, at this time, Rome was ruling over, right? This was a Roman province. Read.
And came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila.
So he came to Corinth, which is another Greek area, and found a Jew named Aquila, right? Read.
Born in Pontus. Lately come from Italy.
Now, this is a Jew named Aquila who was born in Pontus, Greece. But where was he come from?
Lately come from Italy.
Italy. The city of Rome is in Italy.
Yeah.
But it said that he was a what? Start at verse 2 again.
Verse 2. And found a certain Jew named Aquila.
A Jew named Aquila.
He was born in Italy.
Yeah, go back down. Where was he born?
Born in Pontus.
He was born in Pontus, which is in Greece. But where was he coming? Where was he coming from?
Lately come from Italy.
Lately come from Italy. Where is Rome? In Italy. But what was he?
Born in Greece.
He was born in Greece, but what did it say he was?
A Jew.
He was a Jew. So not everybody in Rome calling themselves Romans were white people.
Right.
Some of the Romans, sis, were us. The entire book of Romans is written to Israelite people.
That's right.
What era was that?
This is during the time of Christ, the Greco-Roman era. This is when Greece and Rome came together, and they were ruling everything together as one unit. The Romans had began to conquer the Greeks, so they called it the Greco-Roman or the, Greco-Roman era, Greco-Roman period of time. So these are Jews. Go to Acts chapter 2. So these are Jews who lived in Rome, sis. But the Jews lived everywhere, though. So us living in America, we might call ourselves Americans, we might call ourselves Negroes, but we're not, because it goes back to our bloodline.
Right.
Right.
Acts chapter 2 and verse 5. And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven.
You hear that, sis? So these were Jews, but where were they from?
Out of every nation under heaven.
It said that these Jews lived in every nation under the heavens. Jump down to verse 8. Why did they? So what is he talking about? Every nation under heaven. Read.
Verse 8. And how hear we, every man in our own tongue, wherein we were born.
So you see that? He said, how do we hear these men who normally speak Hebrew speaking in the languages of the lands we were born in? But what did it say that they were? They were Jews.
Right.
But they were speaking a whole nother language, living in a whole nother land.
And how was that possible?
I'm going to say, very good question. Very good question. Watch the lands they lived in. Now we're going to show how it's possible. Read that.
Parthians.
So they were born in Parthia. This is India. Read.
And Medes.
And the Medes, which is in Persia. Mesopotamia. Read.
And Elamites.
Elam, which is India.
And the dwellers in Mesopotamia.
All of Mesopotamia.
And in Judea.
and in Judea, which is Israel, where we're from,
and Cappadocia,
and in Cappadocia, Greece,
and Pontus,
Pontus, Greece,
and Asia,
Asia Minor, which was all Greek,
Phrygia,
Phrygia,
and Pamphylia.
and Pamphylia. All of that's
Which one
Greek.
of those are the natives?
No, we are Jews living in those lands.
I'm saying the land that was before Pangea.
No, not Pangea.
I'm saying
He said-
before.
There is no Pangea.
There's no such thing as Pangea.
No, the white man gave us that.
The white man.
There
gave
is no
us that?
Pangea.
No, so the earth never separated.
No, it never separated.
So it was always like it is now.
Yes, God created it just the way that it is so that he could scatter them. I'm going to prove that to you.
Right.
Phrygia and Pamphylia,
Uh-huh.
in Egypt,
So there were Jews living where?
in Egypt,
So some of the people who called themselves Egyptians were Jews.
Right.
Read.
and in the parts of Libya,
And in Libya, all across North Africa. So still today, when you go across North Africa, even though you have Arabs living in those lands calling themselves Egyptians, some of us are still in those lands. But this shows that we were separate from the Egyptians.
That's right.
We just lived in that land because we were once slaves there. And we kept taking our mentality back to Egypt because we looked at them as the superpower. Read.
about Cyrene,
Uh-huh.
and strangers of Rome,
And strangers of where?
and strangers of Rome.
So some of these Jews were strangers, but they lived in Rome, calling themselves Romans.
Right.
But why were we in these lands? Good question. Deuteronomy 64, 28, 64. Deuteronomy 28, 64. Now watch this. First read 1 and 1, and then we want to go Deuteronomy 28, 15. Give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1. Got that? Come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1.
Uh-huh.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So Moses wrote the book of Deuteronomy. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Called the Torah, right? Moses wrote these books. Who is he talking to right here in Deuteronomy? Who did he say? Read it again.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So who is he writing the book of Deuteronomy to?
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel.
That's
all 12
right.
tribes. This is as soon as we came out of Egypt. So all 12 tribes were together. Moses said, I'm telling all 12 of y'all the same thing. Deuteronomy 28, 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass,
This is something that's going to happen in the future.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If the 12 tribes did not listen to the Bible, which is the voice of God,
to observe to do,
to hear and to do. Because not the hearer of the word shall be justified, but who? The doers
That's
shall
right.
be justified.
Yep.
Read.
to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the 12 tribes were told, if y'all don't do what God is telling y'all to do, he's going to put curses on you for not keeping his commandments.
So what happened?
We got cursed. Are we keeping his commandments?
How did it happen though?
That's how.
Yeah, I know I'm saying like,
Are we keeping his commandments? Yes or no?
No.
No.
No,
Because
no.
what's today?
what you mean what's that?
What is the Bible called today? Because remember, in the Bible, you don't read Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You read first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. This is the seventh day.
Right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So what does the Bible call it?
The Sabbath day.
The Sabbath
Right.
day. All praises. So are we keeping the Sabbath day holy?
No.
No.
Everybody, most people cherish Sunday as a Sabbath.
Right. Because we have not been taught how to keep the Sabbath day holy. So we know on the Sabbath day you're not supposed to work, right?
Yeah.
So that door's supposed to be shut down. I own a business. Can't nobody work in my business on Saturday, whether you a Jew or not. My business is shut down. You can't make no money in my business on Saturday. Why? Because I'm responsible for that.
That's probably why I'm off on Saturday.
All praises. But I'm responsible for that business. So if I fear God, I'm going to close my doors on the Sabbath day in honor of the Most High's word. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Honoring the Sabbath day. Now, another thing we can't do, we're not supposed to cook on the Sabbath day. We're not supposed to put fire, microwave, none of that to anything on the Sabbath day. So we can make sandwiches, we can mix up tuna fish, right? You just boil your eggs before the sun go down on Friday. If you like eggs in your tuna. I got you. Now listen to this real quick. Deuteronomy 28, 64. This is why you said, why? Why were we in all those lands, right? Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So what did he say would happen, sis?
Scattered God across the earth without the spread the word.
Yes, sir. So, yes, ma'am. Now, so that means when we find Jews in Rome, they're not Romans, but they're calling themselves Romans because of what?
I don't know.
Because of the curses. That's what we just read. Read it one more. Tell I give you 1 second. Read that again.
I gotta go.
Sis, now don't reference the Bible. Just listen. Just listen. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other.
So one of the curses pronounced against the children of Israel, big bro, in the red sweats. A curse pronounced against the children of God is that they would be scattered to the four corners of the earth. Sorry, they just hopped out of the Volvo. The children of Israel would be scattered to the four corners of the earth. So why, when scientists go into all of these lands and they find these skulls in their bones and they keep saying these are Negro skulls, why is that happening? Because God said that we would be scattered to the four corners of the earth.
That's right.
They find our skulls, our bones, all across the earth because God pronounced the curse against us for not keeping his commandments. That's what the Bible is telling us. We've been told our whole lives that this is the white man book, yet it's telling none of their history. Right. None of this that happened to them.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.